Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to channel Spotify Learn. Today, let's see how the question paper, model question paper of the 2025 scheme, which is newly opted, do look like. First, let's discuss about the mathematics, that is calculus and linear algebra. First module, these are very important concepts for exam preparation or internals and understanding what type of question may be asked in the external type of exam. Maybe I'll cover almost all the subjects that are coming under first semester. See, this is the proof which we have to do, and this is how we have to find out u, v, w, and x, y, z at the particular ratio. We have to find here the extreme values. Maclaurin series is there, which question is given, and second module is more about the gradient, divergence, derivatives, and all vector forms. And third module, if we see, we have to find out the rank, that is about matrix, eigenvalue, eigenvector, diagonalization, and all. And if we come to the fourth module, that is subspaces, row space, and column space, and null space, and all, that is dimensions, subspace, and all, it comes here. And now if we come to the last module of the subject, that is about linear transformations, rank, nullity, invertibility. Rank, you have to find out nullity, you have to find out the transformation, and we have to find out also the matrix, we have to find the linear transformation of it. That is how the subjects look like. And for next, that is about physics, quantum physics, and applications, that is for CSE stream I'm discussing. First module covers almost Schrodinger equation, uncertainty, eigenvalue, eigenvector, and the derivations, and we have to do also the one numerical. And next comes the second module, include they include almost free electron theory, Fermi level, Hall effect, and the proof which we need, and the problem here which is given. The similar type of problem will be given. Now if we come to the module 3, it is about superconductivity and copper pairs, Josephson effect, and the numerical, and phonons, photons, superconductors, semiconductors, and all, and a numerical in both the question. And module 4, if you come, that is optical fiber, SPAD, SNSPD, that and all. If you want this, I will give answers, you can let me know in the comment box. Module 5 is very easiest of all, that is about qubit, superposition, and gates, Bell states, and all. See, we have to find out here the numerical. This is also very easiest and scoreable module, that is comes under this physics. Now if we see the electronics and communication introduction, that is a power supply system, and about full wave bridge or half wave bridge is also possibility, and SMPS, that is switched mode power supply amplifier, and we have to derive a expression, this is will be there, and we have to find out and how the parameters of this look like. Module 2, that is oscillator with diagram, op amp, and characteristics and parameters of that, we have to draw also the output waveforms. And next is operation of three stage ladder, and we have to draw the diagram also. Next is op amp, again it is repeated, and working principle of waveform of crystal controlled oscillator. Next is module 3, that is about DC machines and type of communication system, modern communication system, and about noise and if it's effective communication, AM, that is amplitude modulation, and FSK, that is frequency shift keying, phase shift keying, and all. And we have to write the difference between analog and digital. Also we have to mention the advantages of digital. Module 4, that is about embedded system, we have to mention the difference between embedded and general purpose, and instrumental and control system, typical embedded elements, and risk and CISC is also one of the important question, and core of embedded system with its need diagram, this is also one of the important, sensor, actuator, and LED used in embedded system. Module 5 is about decimal to hexadecimal, binary to octal, and we have to prove using the Boolean theorems, these two, ones and twos complements, this is also one of the important question, this also and this also. And next is about combinational logic, and when they give a function, we have to reduce it in terms of min terms, and half adder we have to write with its truth table. Now, if we come to the introduction to electrical engineering, state and prove Ohm's law and electrical power system. This is also one of the important, and they have given a circuit. We have to find out loop current and voltage. Next is Kirchhoff law with its applicable to DC, and the difference between conventional and non-conventional, and a numerical is given. And if you come to the module 2, that is three-phase AC with its advantage, and we have to prove that average power zero, consumed capacity zero. One of the derivation from all the three in this module will be for 100%, and a numerical is being given. And define RMS value, average value, form factor and peak factor. Just you have to define it, and we have to derive for RL, RC and RLC is one of the important derivations in this chapter. And next is about numerical. Module 3 is about defining yoke, field winding, commutator, pole shoe, and pole core and brush. And torque equation of DC motor is important, and DC generator also it is there, and a numerical is being given. We have to see torque versus armature current, speed versus armature current, and see DC generator. See, here it is DC motor, here it is DC generator, but here it is EMF equation, here it is torque equation. You have to see the question and write for that. And next is about numerical. Explain the working principle of single phase transformer and its necessity, and induction motor, and numerical. Next is three phase induction motor. This is one of the important, and equation of a transformer it is important, and a simple numerical will be given. And next is about two-way and three-way control of lamp, that is with diagram. This is one of the easiest and important of all. Fuse with diagram of its working principle, and we have to write what is the power rating of this AC, laptops, LED lights, washing machine, and we have to calculate total power consumed by this four appliances. And next is define electric shock, and what are the precautions that we to take avoid electric shock. What is earthing, and we have to write plate earthing, and pipe earthing is also there. You can see that also. It is also one of the possibility. And next is also a numerical. Next, if we come to the next subject, that is programming in C programming, define data type. We have to define it, primitive data types that are supported, and general form of C program. And a C program to multiply, subtract, division by taking two whole numbers. We can choose any suitable data type. They have not mentioned we have to choose integer or any data type we can use. And next is define variable, and rules to construct variables, and valid or invalid identifiers, num1, number2, and adding to 199 space apple and this. See, we have to classify this as valid identifiers and invalid. Okay, now next is show that the evaluation of the following expression with intermediate and final values, x is equal to particular given, and we have to show that. Develop a C program, take input PTR, and simple interest you have to calculate. It is also one of the important program, and this is also. Next is module 2, input and output statements. You can see this. Next is conditional branching statements with any two examples you can write, and this is Floyd triangle, that is n greater than 0. We have to print like this. And next is about jump statements, expression statements, block with its suitable example, break and continue in C, and we have to do simple operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Next is about module 3 is about array defining, and how two-dimensional array are initialized and declared, and we have to show that with example. Define variable length array, illustrate how length is different from static array, and value for using pointers. We have to define this program. Define a pointer, how to declare and initialize pointer, accessing the pointer. And next is single dimensional array can be passed through a function. Next is read n and store them in an array and calculate the sum of array elements. Next is about function defining, syntax of function, definition and declaration with a suitable example. Dynamic memory allocation and the different functions to handle dynamic memory allocation in C. And we have to define recursion, and we have to do for factorial of a given number. Advantages of functions we have to mention, and next is pointer, that is caller reference we have to do. Next is two techniques, that is parameter passing. We have to define that both also and explain it. To check whether the given number is prime or not, we have to develop a C program and a function. You have to write the whole program. And next is define a structure in C, where methods, that is types, comes under it. And next is about compare two structure variable of the same type with providing an example. Next, if you have a student name, develop a C program that structure named student, and you have to display the details of n students, compute the average marks, and identify the students who have scored above and below the average. Next is structure and union with syntax, storage and uses or applicability. Enumerated data type is also one of the important question, and declaration and access of enumerated data types. And next is to modify the members of structures in array. You have to develop a C program. This is how the model paper looks like. I will also provide the solution timely, and thank you for watching the video. For all the solutions, or if you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment box. Thank you for watching the video. Please make sure to like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For this PDF also will be given, you can go through the description.